There's two of them. I want to put one in here.
Oh yeah. Then that just means you need new batteries.
No, I did it before. It's just a trick. It's a trick. It's one that you gotta. Too technical. It's, too technical. All right, back with the. It's almost my bedtime. Okay, I get it. Alright, so back with the backwards rider, back on track with the rider. So, you know, does anyone have a problem with anyone walking? Okay, so we have two sidewalks and they're on either side of the street. So if you're going east, right, the way of the traffic going east, and then on the other side of the sidewalk you got the traffic going west, and there's a sidewalk there. We're talking about downtown Toronto, nowhere else right now, just because I'm not familiar with how other sidewalks in other cities and countries work, unless I of course take a quick peep. But I'm talking about here and now, down in downtown Toronto, and maybe the GTA. Yeah, let's say the GTA. Now, does anyone have a problem with someone walking on the other side of the sidewalk the wrong way? Not really. That's not a big deal. So okay, maybe some people do. I don't know, and they think it's just, you know, if you need to walk on the right side of the sidewalk. Okay, that's a hang up. But what about if you got, okay, on one side of the sidewalk, people going one direction, and then on the same sidewalk now people coming on the other direction. So you got to share the sidewalk on one sidewalk. So here's where we're getting closer to the point here. Now you got, I'm not gonna be calling out names or groups of people, but typically as a practice, and the same thing with the escalators going down, for people that are just not going anywhere, so we use that loosely, they're just standing there and they're taking a ride, we're asked to stand on the right side of the escalator. switching over to the escalator for a second, and I'll go back to the sidewalk for a second. I just want to talk to you. I'm just referencing. So now the people on the left side, they're walking down the escalator. Am I correct? And that's the normal practice. That's what we're expected to do, to be polite. And so that's okay. No hang-ups. Not the hang-ups are understandable. Back to the sidewalk.
Wouldn't it be more courteous to step out of the way as opposed to polite?
Well,
giving them the right of way
is this the escalator or the sidewalk? Escalator.
Either.
Okay, so for a second, the escalator. We're normally, I don't know. I think we all follow it. I wasn't told to.
They
but
advertise walk one side, stand the other.
Yeah.
Usually.
So we're standing on the right side. If you're staying still and you just want to take the ride down because you just walk too much and you just need a break for a second. Now people are passing, they're on the left and they're going back. You're allowing them, so you're getting out of the way so that they can just go their merry way and you're not blocking the way for them, right? That's an okay hang up, so you can get away with that one. Now back to the sidewalk. There are people out there that, you know, when you see someone going on the right way on the sidewalk, you know, that's okay, but then you have someone coming against that person on, like, they want to walk through you. Like they seem to be maybe have some molecular thing happening where they can shift their energy, and maybe if they try it maybe the 50th time, they can walk right through you. Or maybe you can just get out of the way so that I mean, this is a big issue. I don't know, for some people it is, but it's not a big deal for others. But I'm still trying to get to my point. Let me pull my sleeves up for this one. Okay, so you know, do you want to say anything about that before I make my point?
You got questions? You got big questions like
let me
narrow
see.
down the answers to?
Let me see, but I just want to make my point. So there's nothing wrong with that. Even those problems, they're just fussing. It's just us fussing on the sidewalk. But so we can get out of the way and let that person just walk on the right side of the sidewalk because we're going east. Let's say east, okay, on the sidewalk, and they're going west. And so they need to be, there's half of the sidewalk where you can go walk west, and that's where you can just walk through no one. That's your path. And so I find myself on that. But there's people window shopping, and sometimes they come close to the store, and you know, they stop there, and you know, people that are going east, they'll go around them and stuff like that, and they could be looking still doing window shopping on the other side where people are passing, and you know that they could be in the way. So those people that are on the left going east, they go on the right side of the people walking east and so forth. So it's just this nitpicking thing, but it's not a big deal. But for those people who obnoxiously, you know, and there's space for them to walk on the left side of that one sidewalk going, that's the east direction, but yet still it's okay to just get in the way. That's, you know, that's fine. That's fine. You won't get a ticket for that. There's no one is gonna write you a ticket and say, "Oh, you're walking on the wrong side of the sidewalk," right? So it doesn't matter what side you're on of the sidewalk. If it's on the left side, I mean the other side of the street of the sidewalk, it doesn't matter. You can go either way. It's just that some people get more annoyed by it, you know, than others, and some people, they're annoyed but they don't say anything. They just keep it all in. Oh, I want to take a break. I feel like I'm talking too much and I can't get to my point, but I will. You know, here. Okay, so I'm walking now on the sidewalk, and I see this one guy. He's on his bike, and he crossed over. He was going west, and I'm walking east. He was riding his bike, and he crossed over, and the traffic is dead. There's no traffic, but he came on the other side. That means those cars that are going east, if that one were to come east, they would be like head on coming with this guy, because I just think for 1 second he just wanted to cross over because he's coming to the intersection so he can turn left on the street that I noticed he was coming up to. and as I saw him coming up, I gave him the thumbs up, and then at first I pointed to him, and then I gave him the thumbs up, and he responded to me, and he gave me the thumbs up. So I don't know why he gave me the thumbs up. Maybe he just thought I was saying hi, but I was, for another reason, I was telepathically communicating to him that, hey, that's cool, you did the right thing. Why would he approach the intersection and then symmetrically turn left, you know? So I think cyclists have slightly different rules that we can, you know what, I'm not going to say that word, but look, that you can make up, it seems, as you go along. You can customize the route that you take, because face it, I mean, that's kind of silly when there's no cars around to come to the stoplight and then just symmetrically do that. You'd probably want to take the inside lane, like that. I wish I had a whiteboard that I can show you, and I will bring this up again, and I will demonstrate that and many other things that I see on the road, and I know that other people see on the road, and I see their reaction, and you know, that's just it. So if we just want to make these things be aware, make them aware to you, so that you can, at least if you come across it or see it, you can spread the word, you know, a little bit, and just so that we don't need to have this humongous pile of things, and then it just somehow it never bottles down through, and it doesn't have to be an issue, you know. So cyclists, you know what, you are particular, and I believe we can we are the next voice or body of people to reckon with, because I mean, if you look at how many cyclists there are on the road, it's basically like a government. It's like a whole new world, a whole new lifestyle, and a way of living. So there are those people that they've never driven a car, they don't plan to, they understand why, and all of these other little hang-ups that we have for good reason, you know. So big youth with cool breeze. Stop that train, I wanna get on. My baby, she's leaving me now. Reverse technology, where did that come from? Reverse technology, what kind of laws are there that you should be aware of about? You see, the word change, it still means the same. Reverse and backwards, isn't that the same word, Jay? Mm-hmm. The word reverse and the word backwards, could that be used as the same? Like, could they lend one another a hand, like support to each other?
Only
in your opinion?
Referring to direction and motions.
Say that again?
They can go backwards or put it into a reverse gear.
So is that the same thing though? In
Either
your
way,
opinion?
it's moving in the same direction, but that's only referring to motion.
Only referring to
motion.
So that's good to know. So, backing up, if I use that.
Well, if you were to reverse technology, you would be altering the original guidelines and specifications that allow whatever to occur in a specified format. So if you start tampering with direction of flow or electrical circuitry or other things like that, then you really start getting into worse things.
There you go.
There's not enough time to go into details with that.
Okay, good. I'm glad you brought it up. So we'll mark that with an X, and we'll bring it up. Stop that train, I wanna get on. Something to think about. Reverse technology, or the word reverse, or the word backwards.